God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. So when I cue you, you're going to come in with some strum or something so we get a downbeat on. Okay, let's do it. I won't do the whole intro. Let's do just the need and you come in. Everything I need.
Start to the camera time. We just finished rehearsal, actually a little while ago. I've been in the back room scrambling to throw together chords. It was good old Elvis. You know, there's certain times Elvis songs are just straightforward and you can do it with your eyes closed, and then curveball time. And it's not like I didn't listen to the song first, it's just what I thought the song went like and then what it actually does, and then there's like 60 chords in one measure. I just flat out told them, like, you're going to get like one note. I really put a lot of my eggs in the God is my source basket this week, so it's my fault by and large. But yeah, I've really got to make time to like make tabs or make better charts or something. I didn't either have or make the time this week to do it, so shame on me. But as I go through the process of looking to be better prepared, the other thing is that the final song of the service, I've had the roughest time with it, and it's not the hardest thing in the world to play. It's just the chord changes can be screwy when you lock into the groove that they give you. Suddenly it just curveballs. And again, at a moment's notice, I've been practicing the fretboard memorization and everything, but just at a moment's notice, that can really throw you off. I also think that the chart that I was given suggests 2 measures of G or whatever, and it's just one, I bet. And I think that's part of what's throwing me off, because then suddenly I'm off a measure. So in today's rehearsal, I was really paying close attention to check my theory, and I was right. So yeah. With God as my source, I would practice and practice and practice with the drum machine with my new bass line, and the picking and the octaves. And then there's one more octave. So I was doing A to F to G and just doing that on a loop. It's A, D, F, G. So, and I did it without last week and everyone loved it, but I'm always looking to improve. So this time I made a special point of throwing in the D so it followed the chord pattern. And when we were done rehearsing and everybody was all kind of going their separate ways, Guillermo is our guitar player. And I just stood up on the stage and just kept doing my loop of the new A, D, F, G. And he sat there with his guitar and gave me the chords on the guitar to go with it. Then the drummer kind of sat back down at his set and he started doing hi-hat cheap, you know, like, you know, and it was like, yeah. And he wasn't doing that during the actual rehearsal, he was just doing raw drums. And I leaned over, I said, you know, I really like that hi-hat in there, it gives me something to lock onto better than just the loosey-goosey drum thing we're doing. With the djembe last week, which is not going to be making a reappearance, sadly, that had the downbeat built in the way he was drumming it out. This time he's got the snare turned off and he's playing the snare without the snare on. And so it's not giving me the, you know, that I need. So in lieu of the do that I want, it's the. Now I'm doing it on the bass string. I'm actually making a chink out of it as I pluck at it or pick. That's the other thing, is I normally finger pick. I've said this a million times already. I want to do picking with this. My only paranoia is I don't want to blow the octaves, and I did it a few times during the rehearsal. So I might just finger pick it out. I really want to deliver a good performance, and I really put a lot of effort into this song. And it's one we do on repeat, which is to say, like, we're going to do it again next week. Whereas this Elvis song, I'm going to suffer through it. But it's one and out. I'll never, probably ever have to play it ever again in my life, so that's the thing. Having said that, I like this format. I like that there's two songs that anchor the service, and you know you're going to play them every week or nearly. And then there's two songs that change every week. So not only does it challenge me as a player to learn new stuff, but again, it's challenging my process. I've got to get better about charting or tabbing or doing whatever I need to do. Plus I got new glasses and I thought, oh, these would be great. I can see better now. No, it pushed everything further away. Like, what is this? I can't read this. And when you're doing stuff at home, it's not the same as when you're actually up on stage and under pressure to deliver. So that's really a recurring thing on this channel. It's one, I want to give you the reality of doing any kind of gig, and then secondly, showing the importance of improving your process, not just your performance and your technique, but the process that goes into it. So time to drink my coffee, and here's to a good service. Okay, I'm backstage at the church. They're doing the middle of the service part where I'm not up there. I made it. The first song went very well. I muffed a couple of octaves because my fret ramp was too close to my fingers, and I went, oh, messed up. But no one noticed, so that's good. And I recovered quickly. So I'm feeling good for next time. I ended up just doing finger picking after all that agonizing, just because I didn't want to risk anything. The Elvis song, there's a lot of rapid chord changes, and I'm just not prepared for it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. I just wasn't prepared for it. There reached a point, like we discussed it previously, that if all else fails, either play the root and hold it, or just don't play anything. And just come back in when you can come back in. I had to play that card this week. I had to just not play anything and just come back in. I was just telling the drummer, like, sheet music's in slowly. We're just blowing through it at a breakneck pace. And maybe it is slowly, and it's too fast when you're not prepared. Maybe that could be your hip tip for the day. Rest of the service should go straightforward, musically. Yeah, so I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This coming week, my homework is to just be better prepared. And even then, he set the music really early in the week, so I would have thought I had more time to really have my act together and be truly even. I just didn't. So this time, for the coming service, I'm looking to, again, improve my process and then, in turn, improve my performance. All right, so I'm going to sit back here and drink my water and wait for my cue.